Let's just start with today's news because this might be a day long remembered. How are you reacting to the epic decrease in stock prices today, and how do you think it affects ZocDoc?
Well, ZocDoc is a company that was started in 2007. Shortly after we started the company, of course, the Great Recession came about, and we had to deal with the realities of the capital markets being very constrained. And for us, it created a certain amount of discipline that's carried over to the company even to this day. And so we've been from the very beginning, the kind of company that's always focused on fundamentals and kept in mind that the problem that we're solving, which is healthcare, is a very real problem that's not going away irrespective of what the market does. And quite frankly, we are challenged with solving some very big, hairy problems that, quite frankly, are kind of acyclical.
And the first thing that you do so well is appointment bookings and allowing people to easily and sometimes urgently book appointments with healthcare providers. But now that you've raised $130 million, what other doors does it open for ZocDoc?
Well, of course, as part of this funding round, we want to add more patients and more doctors to the platform. But we absolutely want to fulfill our full vision, which is to be the digital center of care. And by that, I mean, we think that a patient is not just a patient when they're, of course, wearing a paper gown in a doctor's office. They're also a patient beforehand, of course, when they're trying to book their doctor, but when they're trying to understand their insurance benefits, or when they're trying to communicate with their doctor after the fact, or when they're trying to order the prescription refills. And so very much what we believe ZocDoc has the opportunity to do is to streamline and simplify the entire patient experience. And that's one of the things we're going to be focusing on with this fundraising.
Now, my sense is that healthcare insurers like United Health and others, see this as their territory and want to turn their websites into something more similar to ZocDoc. How much of a competitive threat are insurers posing to you guys?
That's like asking Jeff Bezos what kind of competitive threat Barnes & Noble had played to them back in the day. I think fundamentally, if I look at the landscape in healthcare in general, the shift to the consumer has not happened fast enough, and I think that's one of the big trends that ZocDoc is focused on, which is in every other industry in the country, we are used to getting our transportation immediately, our groceries immediately, our coffee immediately, but yet we're not getting our doctors immediately, and I think that's what we're hyper-focused on solving, and I think the insurance companies had their time to solve it, and they haven't, and ZocDoc's solving it now.